Yo, what is going on, my Squirtle shaders? And this is TheJDzero bringing you another exceeds stat total of 2808. The limit to exceed that total, but not go over, just be under or equal to that number. And further no, here we go, another match against Masuki, and this time she brings in 4 Pokemon because she only could reach the certain amount of stat total that could give her that 4 total Pokemon in her party. While I was able to bring in 5 Pokemon. Now you will be saying like, oh, that's kind of like overly matched or blah blah blah, but it's really not being overly matched. It's not the whole point. The whole point is trying to exceed that stat total. If you can't have that many Pokemon on your team because it doesn't equal up to that stat total, you cannot use it. So, no further ado, basically, let's just go ahead and get into the match, and let's just get it started. So she brings out the Zumuru. I bring out the horn. The one that's after the Hitmost, the horn. And she decided to go out with Play Rough, trying to take the horn out with that Play Rough. It does a good half damage. Not too worried, not too much. She does go bouncing up in the air. I do get the Quick Claw. It kind of sucks that I did get the Quick Claw and Stomp. I was hoping a Zumuru would be at least a little bit faster, but not too much, to the point where the move would have gone down first, but, you know, whatever. I do go for the track. I do land the track. And it does not fall in love with the horn. So it goes for another Play Rough. It does a little bit of much of damage that I didn't need it to. I go for another Quick Claw to the horn, and does nothing. I miss, and she goes for another Play Rough and take out the horn. So that's what I'm expecting from the horn. I wasn't really hoping that much expecting from the horn. I was hoping the horn would do a little bit more into this match, but it didn't. So I go ahead and send out my Venusaur. Well, technically not my Venusaur. A friend gave me it, so that was pretty cool that he gave me it. But I kind of like, fixed it up. I actually have a Bulbasaur that I'm gonna actually replace this, because I bred it from this Venusaur. So yeah, it's good enough. Does a pretty good half amount of damage when she used Bounce. I did get the whole Leaf Seed and the whole the grassy terrain up, so I could get health back up. So I go ahead and go for the Power Whip. That should take out the Zumuru, and it does. So now I'm getting all my HP back up a little bit. She sends out the Victini, and this is the shiny Victini. I'm guessing it's the event one as well. So she does go for those fire type moves, and it does kind of outspeed me. My Power Whip did a lot though. I wish I could have Leaf Seed first and then try to Power Whip, so I could get a little bit more, but it's not gonna happen. So my Venusaur did get taken out by the Victini, and now it's getting health back up. I go ahead and send out my Cluster, and since it went to Flare Blitz, it does not that much damage to my Cluster. It does get a little bit of recall damage off of his Pokemon, and I go for the skull, taking it out in one hit. So it's not that bad. It's not that bad. She took it about like 2 Pokemon off of my team. At least 2 Pokemon off my team. So now the grassy terrain has stopped. She sends out her God of War, and she makes the God of War. She goes for the hypnosis. I avoid the attack. I go for the sludge bomb, hoping the sludge bomb will take it out in one hit, but it does not. And I was hoping it would have did a lot more, but it does not. She does go for the hypnosis. It ends up being this whole Dream Eater concept with this Pokemon. It does do a good decent amount to my Pokemon. And I do wake up, finally wake up. I go for another sludge bomb, hoping I get a poison off or something. She goes for another hypnosis, trying to get the Dream Eater off again from this Pokemon. And I'm like, come on, just wake up one more time. Can you wake up? It doesn't wake up. It gets Dream Eater and it takes out my cluster. So now she took out like 3 of my Pokemon. And I only have like 2 Pokemon left. So I sent out my green sludge, the mug. And she goes for hypnosis. And this is a bad setup where someone who goes for hypnosis, knowing the fact that she does have a psychic move out, will take out a poison type. So she goes ahead and uses Dream Eater. It does take out my green sludge, and I couldn't do anything from that range. I really can't. She finally takes out the green sludge. Now I have 1 Pokemon left, and that will be the Lance the Dragonite. Lucky I don't have any dragon moves on Lance the Dragonite, but she does get the hypnosis off. And it does get to the point where she does land the Dream Eater. Doesn't do that much. I do wake up from that Dream Eater. I go for the attack. So now I don't have to worry about the whole sleep. Trying to hack speed to sleep and use Dream Eater. So I do get, she just breaks all the love and actually goes for another hypnosis. And I'm hoping my Lance will break out of that sleep. It does not. She'll try to go for Dream Eater. Does she lend the Dream Eater or does she not lend the Dream Eater? Let's see. She does not go for the Dream Eater. She goes for Side Shock instead. It does a pretty good amount of damage. I go for the T-Wave. So now it's slower. Now I have a much better chance of taking it out. I do get my HP back up a little bit. So now I'm at 69% of my HP. I go for the the Iron Head. Does a lot. Get the flinch off. Get health back up. And I go for another Iron Head. Just taking it away. And we're both down to our last Pokemon, and I come out victory with my Lance the Dragonite. Oh no, it's not her last Pokemon. This is our last Pokemon actually. Her Furfrou. The same Furfrou I gave her when I first found this in X and Y. My first ever shiny Pokemon in X and Y that I found. That was a girl. And I mean, I wouldn't mind keeping the girl, but I just didn't want the girl Furfrou. I just wanted the boy Furfrou and shiny. But I just said, hey, you can have this. I don't need it. So I go for the track. She did go for that cutting guard. I'm kind of like afraid of that because now she has more of a defense setup. I go for the double team. Try to get my invasive rose so she can miss any attacks that does come my way. And does she fall in love again? She does fall in love again. She can't escape this dragon, this lance. Can't escape this. A lance, you know, it's a lance. Champ. Can't run away. All you can do is fall in love with it. So she does go for the rock smash. It does so much damage. It didn't do a lot. It does lower my defense though, and that's scary. That's kind of scary. I mean, I know it's by one stage, but it's kind of scary. It's kind of scary indeed. And she does fall in love for the third time, the second time. I do get another double dance up. So at this point in time, I should be going to attack. Does attack. I go for the T-Wave. Because now I know this thing is a little bit faster than my Dragonite. I do get the Paralyze off. I get another boost of that leftovers to get my HP at just the right amount, because this is a what you call it? What was the ability? I forgot the ability. But you know, damage won't do half, at least a little bit half. I do get another take up on this. It's not gonna do as much. So we're just butting heads to heads, you know, trying to see who gets flinched, who doesn't get flinched, because she does have that Dark Pulse, and that Dark Pulse does have the potential to flinch. So it's just battle of the hacks right now. It's battle of the hacks right now. Go for another Iron Head. And I mean, she can't really, you know, hacks me with Dark Pulse, because now I'm actually outspeeding her. So she won't be able to, you know, hacks me with it. So that's a good thing. So all I could do is try to at least get a flinch, or at least get her to paralyze, or at least get her to fall in love. That's all I can do that will guarantee me the win for this battle. So now I'm at to the point where I'm almost at full HP, because I only have one point away from being full HP. And now I'm at full HP, while she's directly at half, to the point where I should Iron Head, should not, it does not take her out from this range. I think like another Iron Head should take her out from this range. And I do land the other Iron Head, and it does take it out. And it was, oh, it doesn't take it out, but I do get the flinch. Then I take it out. Wow. 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 So yeah, that was a pretty good match. Against 4 against 5 Pokemon. That was a pretty good match. Yeah, so comment, share, and skull bash that like button. Put your score series on and stay awesome, guys. Bye.